guys. I'm Bob. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
Thank you, Patrick, for asking me to lead tonight. When he told me I had to come up with 15 to 20 minutes, I thought that included the drive over, so I might come up a little short. If what I have to say is boring or is not good, we're all alcoholics here. So this is not the worst 15 minutes of your life, believe me.
Not even today.
I'm not finished yet. I've been around these rooms for 24 years. And I started kind of with the sick, lame, and lazy group out in the Glendora group. A lot of men's stags, and that was a cornerstone of sobriety. As time went on, I can see in this room just this group of men. There's so much, you hear your own story, whether it's newcomer, someone with 30 days. I mean, congratulations to all of those guys. Just coming in this room from 30 years on down, we all have kind of that same thing in common. We're stubborn. I mean, look, drinking wasn't working for a long time for me, but it was all that I could hold on to. I would do anything to keep the drinking going. No matter how bad life got. I spent a lot of time when I was drinking really being jealous of retired people. Because I thought, man, if I can just get to retire, then I could be drunk all day long and not have to work, and it would be awesome. It would fit my lifestyle perfectly. But I had my drinking career came to an end when I was driving home from San Diego. And misjudged the front end of my vehicle for the back end of another vehicle, and they astutely noticed that I was totally shit-faced, but I was hiding it really well. And then the police showed up and took me off to Santa Ana lockup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for an evening, Saturday evening. It was lovely. I realized that night that a guy that looks like me should not be hanging out in jail. I would not like that lifestyle. I'd probably be the belle of the ball at the prison dance. So that was not appealing to me, and I realized that things were not going to work out. But still, while I was sitting there in lockup, I was thinking, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to drink for a while. I was married at the time. My mother-in-law was district attorney in South Pasadena. And so you can only imagine a mother-in-law, it's like to the 10th power, to have that kind of interrogation. And when my blood alcohol numbers came back, it blew like a 0.28 or something like that. It was all-star numbers, and the attorney that was assigned to my case said, "Son, you have a problem," and I was forced to agree. So that started my trip here, and it saved my life. But of course I'm stubborn, and I did not take to the program greatly. It took me 8 years to get my first 8 steps in, so ease into it, guys. You know, one step a year was good. To get through my full 12 steps, it took 9 years and killing 2 sponsors. You know, they actually fired me because they had good taste like that, and they have both since passed away. But I remember them every day, and each day in my sobriety, I'm thankful to them for that, because they stuck with me when, of course, I was stubborn. I was terminally unique, like all of us, right? You know, this isn't a program for someone like me. I'm too smart, you know. But it absolutely was. And so I went along, you know, staggered along for 15 years in the program, doing pretty good. And then I added laziness to stubbornness. I got very complacent. I didn't work the program, and it led to a relapse. And that was 9 years ago. That was just a huge blow. There's no reason for it. I couldn't tell you, like, oh, this was the deciding factor. It was absolutely, there was absolutely no reason. I just thought, okay, I'm gonna drink again. And I don't even think there was that much thought into it. It's just how that happened. And so it was humiliating and horrible. And my sponsor at the time took me to what became my home meeting, the Thursday night meeting that Patrick goes to. And so really out of the ashes, I walked up those steps and I was home. And I finally had a place where I actually felt like I belonged, and I was able to grab onto this program. And consequently, at the same time, you know, I had a new faith as well, you know, because this is a God program. You know, not always a popular thing, but for me, my faith and my program are completely and inextricably linked. You know, God brought us all here. You know, we're, you know, when we see another alcoholic, that's a divine appointment. You know, it's no coincidence, it's no mistake that we're here tonight, that we've made it here, and God has allowed me the opportunity to be sober, to be used as a broken vessel, to be able to bring something to the table for someone else, be it another alcoholic or just someone out there, being a service and getting outside of myself. You know, I mean, the things that are, you know, my salvation and my sobriety are the exact same thing, because they require surrender and humility, 2 things that were completely missing in my life. You know, and now I have a joy that has nothing to do with what's going on outside. When things get bad, I'm above average happy. That's so freaking annoying to people. But my default setting is like, hey, everything's pretty good. I mean, I totally understand, you know, people that get up in the morning and something really good has to happen just to get them to like base level okay. I'm way above average on that. I wake up generally happy, and like I said, it's very annoying for people, but I like it, and you know, I'm more than willing to share that. It's this program, you guys, all of you, you know, you make the difference. I mean, just seeing the guys that took cakes, that took chips. I mean, that's all just a gift from God. And you know, when I go to my Thursday meeting, you know, I have a Tuesday night Bible study that I go to with my church, and you know, and I talk to my Thursday AA group. I say, you know, hey, I'm the God guy that gets to talk to a bunch of drunks, and on Tuesday night, I'm the drunk guy that gets to talk to a bunch of God guys. And you know, it's amazing that how those two groups are generally the same. You know, we're all trying to get through life together. And you know, for me, when I can lean on God and knowing that He's there, that's a main part of my sobriety, and it's a gift that I'm not willing to get rid of, but very willing to share. And you know, I mean, I don't know how you can come into these rooms or sit in these rooms and see the way that, like, the bankrupt, you know, personally and spiritually bankrupt people that we were when we came in, and what God has done with that. You know, He's turned these broken vessels. He has done for us what we could not do for ourselves. That's in salvation. And right now here, what we do when, you know, we're doing together what we could not do for ourselves, and that's staying sober each and every day. And it's a gift that that I do not take lightly. And over these last 9 years, having God at the center of that has made it has made my sobriety that much stronger. And it's something, you know, before, when I was stubborn and I dug in, it was, even though I had 15 years, that was tenuous. You know, it was touch and go. I didn't have the God part of this program down, and He's in there all the time. I know that people resist it, but for me, when I surrendered and got humble and knew that it was God doing for me what I could not do for myself through all of you. I mean, that's what you know. That's what for me is the most rewarding, is allowing God to love His people through me, and how we do it for each other, you know. And I couldn't be more just humbled by that thought, but also you know, just joyous, because there's no reason. I mean, life is gonna beat us down, but when we come in here, when I go to my home meeting, it's as though I've been holding my breath all week. I just walk through that door and it's like I just release that breath, and it's like coming to the surface of the water. It's like I can breathe again. I'm with my people, you know. And that sense of belonging is something that, you know, that the normies out there will never understand. I mean, we're actually lucky. We have a place where we can go, where we can unload some of this stuff, where the people out there don't know that just because they don't drink, they don't have any kind of support. You know, we have each other, and just to see the friendships and the bonds that have been made here, I mean, that's heartening. You know, whether you have, you know, 1 hour, 1 day, or 30 years, you know, we're all here. We've got 1 day, and the blessings just keep coming. And it's just like, I couldn't, you know, when it comes down to it, that's the greatest gift, because we have a short time here on this earth, and you know, if we use it to help other people, that's not a bad thing, because we started out, it was all about us, but now it can be about us helping each other, and that to me is the most valuable thing of all time. And I don't know if that's overtime or undertime, but that's all I got for today.
That's perfect time.